Hi. It is time to do the Cobalion PERS, or PRs, or whatever.
Welcome to
PR.
porn. Welcome to porn, Dave. Hope you enjoy the ride.
Oh yeah, it's Goose and I
Wait.
again, but Tox comes and joins us too, giving us more
Talks,
stupidity.
do you have the OBS formatted where you're not spoiling it, the stuff?
I have it like that, yeah. Goose, stop asking me questions.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing, even though I'm really stoned. Again, obviously, because some of these teams need me to do that. Like
Yeah,
this one.
so...
God damn it, Zaylen, you son of a bitch!
What
the
is
hell is this?
Zaylen! What the
Are you?
fuck?
Well, let's just get right into it. Zaylen, what the fuck is this?
Hmm.
No, 3/4 of the fucking Verizian teams are better than this shit. Probably, maybe even all of them.
I think all of them.
Yeah, probably
is-
all. I didn't actually check because I didn't have enough time to.
This is bar none the worst team
Alright,
I've ever had
alright.
the
You know what?
displeasure
I'll go
of laying
through
my
all
eyes
of them.
upon.
I'll go through all of them. Alright.
No, we're not doing that.
No,
We don't have time for that.
we don't have enough time to talk about all the teams better than this.
Basically, the priority doesn't exist. It's Scizor without Technician. The speed tiers are kind of bad because they're slow. The priority, I already said that. The unaware users are good because there's
This
everyone on this team.
This offense is a 2.5 out of 10. We've never given anything below a 4. This is a 2.5.
The
You now
offense,
have made history.
the offense is Mega Houndoom, Juzak, and Scizor.
And Scizor is a defensive mon in this
So,
format. This is
You know what's bad when
beyond-
Slowbro's your second highest special attacker? And you know what's bad when Mega Houndoom is your third highest physical attacker? And yes, I said Mega Houndoom and physical attack. So the offense is 2.5, the defense is a 5. Because it's
I'd
just
like to-
knockoff.
Also, not only did you pick Clefable, you picked it in the first round.
What were you thinking? What shit were you smoking? Please tell us.
Triple
I want it.
water,
Hey,
double grass, double ground,
flying.
quadruple flying, and just a little Len Yap, double steel. And by the way, they're just the exact same on.
At least one of them isn't trappable.
yeah. Just one has hazards. That's literally it.
Why would you grab double grass anyways? It's grass type.
Why would you? It's
Double
literally
terrible grass.
double bad grasses.
And for being a quad flying team, you're super weak to flying types, which is pretty funny.
It's ironic, isn't it? And rock types. But again, flying.
At least you're not weak to ground, so there you go.
This team is a 23.5 out of 50 because the utility is good and everything else isn't. Also, Goose's notes are funny. Lol.
Literally, fucking look at them. Just look at them in the face, and then ask yourself these questions.
Well, that's it. I don't want to keep doing this. Next team.
If I look at
like,
one
God.
more second at that team, I'm banning Zaylen.
I'll ban you first. Hey, it's McGriddle's team. It's also kind of iffy.
Oh god.
It's also pretty bad.
Somebody start us off so I can eat my food, please. Thanks.
All right.
So-
Your dark type is a Greninja. Your water type is a Greninja. There you go.
Fucking like your steel's fucking okay. Your steel's metal.
Steals a metal. That's fine.
That was
Your
fine.
That's
Steals
the
are trapped.
one good thing about this
You
team.
still
The one
just trapped.
good
Your
thing-
base
the thing
stats
is-
are nowhere.
All of
Yeah.
all of the types that you needed, except for steel, you picked the most meh mons for.
Even
Like,
for
Togekiss
steel.
is
I mean,
not great.
Togekiss is fine. Togekiss is pretty good at triage.
Okay,
It's a
yeah,
really
I
good
forgot. I
first
kind of forgot about triage. Not gonna lie. But okay,
Yes,
Okay,
but when the
other than
Togekiss
your
is also your unaware user.
Yeah, it's
true.
totally unaware user.
Yeah, true.
Except for 6-point P1, baby.
Oh yeah, mate, 6 points. Huh. Okay.
Oregon the prequel.
This team is also really weak to refrigerate because Melmetal is the most trappable steel in the format.
Hey, you got a grin right there.
Legit. Hold on.
Hey, you gotta grab that folds right there.
There's this wacky thing.
The utility is also kind of iffy.
Any
What
electric type
utility?
would refrigerate, bro. Like.
Well, that's
No,
called every
Zard-
team losing to that.
Zard can defog for itself.
Yeah. My pivot. Ooh, I love that Pikachu Greninja.
Oh,
pivot
there is
core.
a Volt Turn core. Let's go.
A Pikachu Greninja. My knockoff user is also the same yellow rat.
Singular taunt.
Singular yellow rat.
I mean,
When Pikachu
I don't
and
think
Greninja are
if-
90% of your utility outside of Rose Raid, that's kind of funny.
hey, you do have
Yeah.
priority though with Gren, Togekiss, Pikachu, Roserade.
Also,
And if
Yeah,
Zalen's
but-
team didn't
Two
exist, it would be the worst team in every other
Like-
division.
Yeah, this would be the worst team if Zalen hadn't graced us with his brilliance.
It is a solid 1.5 points lower.
so, yeah, in my opinion, one of the biggest problems though is there's 3 fucking pivot users. Like,
Also-
and P2 doesn't. I'm sorry, not P2. I'm used to talking about P2. Sorry, P1 isn't necessarily running teleport all the time, and
It's running a lot.
Pikachu
but
is
you're
not.
just-
And Pikachu isn't necessarily running Full Switch all the time.
Well, it is, but
I mean-
can't get it off.
Also, the problem is there is not a single
Also,
defensive mod on this
always.
team. There's not a
There's
defensive
also
mod on
that.
this team. This is
Kiss. It has to be defensive.
nothing lives a hit. But at
Kiss has
the
to be
same
defensive.
time, nothing one shot. This is
Oh,
not
yeah.
hyper offense either.
It's
Just
awesome. It's
let's,
actually below
uh,
average.
Yeah.
All right. Do we go to the next?
Yeah,
do we go to
25
the
and a
I
half.
think
It's
it's fine.
25.
All right, let's
Next
talk
up.
about Jirachi the team.
Yo,
Okay,
can Smogoon to the
no.
next AO?
Hey, so these first 2 picks, really good. So let me show you the good parts of this team.
Kokorochi the team.
So look, this team is good. This team is great. This is a very solid team. The rest of it, this is not ladder. Askren, Mega Kang,
Brash-
G-Darm, and Nidoking are just maybe the worst 4 picks I've ever seen.
Bait,
And that's
bait,
it.
Bait.
Yeah, bait.
Guys,
You
he's
really,
got glue.
you really are the
Liquid
master
foot.
baiter, Jeff. You really are the master baiter of this div.
For real, for real.
Making it porn div.
The master baiter over here.
Basically,
Bergmite is-
there was
Bergmite
4
is
mods on
base.
this team that just run their normal abilities.
Yeah, like this is forced to run battle bond. This is forced to run parental bond. They can't really do.
Gorilla Tactics
Anything
is
that
still
well.
the best on G-Darm.
Obviously, that's guerrilla tactics, and that's gonna be sheer force, I guess.
Still, technically, yeah.
I guess it could be adapt and go physical, which is arguably slightly better. But like,
Hey,
Still, not
eh.
really.
you said Jirachi's his entire team's type chart.
yes, Jirachi is.
Yeah, it literally is.
It's the grass resist, the ice resist, it's the everything
It's the everything
resist.
resist.
The poison resist, the flying resist, the psychic resist. The
You
rock
should
resist.
delete Jirachi from that for a second.
Oh my god.
Yummy.
Oh.
Yeah.
This team also dies to Pursuit because Jirachi dies to Pursuit.
Yep.
The priority is Quick Attack Coco. At least
Also,
the
it's
offense
Gren.
is above average.
Wait, but I mean, I guess Ashgren, like, isn't
Gren,
Ashgren
Kang.
a priority, but like that's.
Kang also runs fake out a lot. But
At least
True.
the offense is above average, and Gloom saves you because it's me ranking these teams. Oh wait, I
Yeah,
drafted that
steering-
Gloom for him. Yeah.
steering's
Yeah,
a,
it's still
steering's,
20 fucking 6.
steering's a whore for a gloom, so.
Hey, there's
got
shrooms
a
on his
half point
head.
for that. Okay,
Anyway.
druggy.
Anyways,
Let's move on to sex.
Get real mons.
Sex time.
Alright,
Yeah, Brumman.
Super-
Brumman.
The super effective Xerxes.
Can I start off by saying
Otherwise,
this team
that
is
is
3
six.
points higher than Jeff's team.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a large. Hey, also, I'd like to point out
Are you
this
happier?
this draft strategy here. You got Fairy Dragon Steel, a random Durant, then you went Fire Water
Fire,
Grass,
Water, Grass.
and then he went Fighting
Fighting Psychic
Psychic Dart.
Well,
So this man's he sticks to his course.
Brumman do sticks to his cores outside of random Durant, which is
The
just him
random
saying,
Durant.
oh wait, I forgot to grab a steal,
Yeah,
let me
just
grab
said-
another one.
What
Man
red
decided, fuck it, Ant.
And that's basically what I said.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I didn't grab Reggie to the round before, let me grab this Durant, because it's a steel type for my team, right? Oh, oops, I forgot I have this Reggie steel. Right here. That's exactly what it was.
Why is Durant here?
Why?
Hey, I like Durant. Durant kills things. It's fun.
why is Venusaur here? By the way,
Why-
Unfortunately,
why-
Durant is
does
god
little-
awful in this format because it doesn't get hustle, meaning
Doesn't hustle.
it doesn't do what it does anyways anymore.
Yeah, it has 109 attack, which is not very good.
Fine, but that's it. Pert has more though. And Hariyama's a better priority user.
Also, I will say this team does have good support, good offensive support for guard.
Synergy.
Archomp and Heat Tomp could mag pull pretty well for it.
Yep.
So there is that.
Regen Mons.
Hey yo. Okay, what else would say? Unaware was 103 because it's just Registeel.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Registeel.
just
That's
Registeel.
all do it that much.
And like Registeel could also just be regen.
Everything
I
else,
guess.
utilities also lackluster, as you can see on the bottom right here.
Oh, I'm gonna move people into the call.
Oh my god. Oh wow. I just
On there.
looked at this. Holy shit.
Dark type being absolutely a little bit of an issue as well. Otherwise, we're getting somewhere a little more average. Although the defense is only Reggie part.
Oh, mute fool. Alright.
All you
I had
do,
to mute
oh,
somebody
please
inside.
mute. Like, mute.
I muted them.
Mute. Same thing.
Steering scary screen so they can see what we're talking about.
Oh, that thing. Okay, yeah, anyways, this team is this. Next team. Oh, Brumman's team is also like a 29.5.
Yeah, it's a
Next
fun
team.
It's
Driftville.
Shrikovic.
Oh god,
I
Driftville.
am elected. No, he dropped it. I used the most recent teams, so I'm
Oh,
using
good.
it without the Dracovic.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my god. Oh, he did it
I'm
without the
locked in.
Dracovic. Oh,
Ow.
I was hoping we get to slam the Dracovic.
Yeah, it's a shame. Don't worry, there's still other useless mons in this team. Mainly Dio Speed and Colossal.
Deal speed's fine. It's just not good here. Also,
Colossal is.
let me look at their
Colossal.
speed tiers for a second. You made it a 1. Why? Actually, I guess it's fair. Utility is good. Why did you make it a 5.5? I don't know. I wasn't a part of this.
Because removal is very inconsistent. Desert Centers are fine. There's not a ton of knock support. There's like 0 pivot. Utility is not that good.
Like 3 of the mons that okay, the mons that have pivot will genuinely.
Also, this is also 3 points higher than the last team for some reason. Oh.
Yeah, there's another slight gap here.
Yep.
Wait, why are the types good again?
Huh?
You said the types are good. Why?
I mean,
Because untrappable steel, and they have switch-ins for all their supposed weaknesses.
That's not true.
Yeah, what, you don't think they have a ghost switch-in? They have a lax and an Alamuck.
I think they don't have a rock switch in or a ground switch in. They died to Edgequake so
Rock.
bad.
No, they have Levitate Magnezone, which is a very common thing.
Okay, I think Moldbreaker grounds and screw it, but whatever.
They also have a Decidueye, which
Offense
is
is
an
actually
switch-in.
pretty good though. I'll give them the offense.
Yeah.
The defense is worse than you have it here, but that's also whatever.
Okay. Defense is Alamuck, Mag, Lax, Diancie.
Also, I do get the 0.5 unaware. Thank you very much for that one.
Yep, there's not really an unaware user.
There
So there's
you
that.
need an unaware user on this team. Drop the Dio speed for
Such-
some better offense. I think that is somewhat more within your speed tier ranges. I think.
yeah, like you don't need the 180 speed here. You
I'm
got
just-
D-Knight, the E speed.
DOS is not a speed tier because you just ignore it.
Exactly. Like what I'm saying is you don't really need it because you have D-Knight.
Also, Frillish and Mortal are the same mon. Mortal actually doesn't do its job, believe it or not. I've run calcs with the thing, it doesn't work. As a strength
What about
staffer, it
strength staffer?
strictly doesn't work.
Yep. 40, 55, 75 is just not high
I mean,
enough to
Frillish
be a
is 55,
gloom.
50, 85, but like the type's better. You actually put defensive types, you can check things that you resist sometimes.
Also, this team certainly has enough priority. Like,
It
Yeah.
definitely has.
D-Knight,
priority.
Dio Speed, Alamuck, Raikou.
It
and
is
Decidueye.
going first.
And Triage Drake is Dancy.
Yep.
It's definitely going first. That's what we can say about
Yeah,
that.
even with the speed not existing. This is why speed tiers don't exist. Next team. Also, this was a 32, as you can see here. We have the
Oh, wait,
049ers. 049ers, close by late Pikachu.
That's how you say that.
I would like to use
Thank
the
you, sir.
opposite for this, but it's blame my
Nice,
marijuana.
nice. Nice. No
You
unaware
are
users.
Oh, no,
Why
you
is
are
there a
gonna
real
get-
boom on my screen?
No unaware users, Rillaboom existing,
Obstagoon existing.
Obstagoon existing, but somehow this team is still pretty decent. Trapple Steel, Defensive Dark is actually, Obstagoon can somewhat beat Defensive Dark and actually has some real stats.
Look at it.
93, 101, 81, that's actually some real defense stat.
It can be a really shitty Snorlax with P-Heal Facade. That's about it. Or because it can use Obstruct instead of Protect too, but like.
And that's a semi-defensive Dark. Super overline
Still-
Tren resist. Yes, Tren resists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, his types are pretty good.
Let's play the Trap a Tran game and then click
It
the
needs
pixelate
Tran.
button.
Yeah. And like offensive like the Tran and Zapdos and Como, which all really want to be offensive mons, are really forced to be defensive because the rest of your defense is pretty
Right.
bad.
Blastoise Donphan is the defense outside of that. So
Yeah. So like one of these three mons, like these three mons really want to be offensive, and they're forced to be defensive a lot of the time, which is not good.
especially on Zapdos and Como.
Yeah.
Heatran
can afford it.
Heatran's fine doing it, but the rest of them, nah, just nah. Otherwise,
Yeah, you-
for some reason you have
Heatran's
the offense. Somehow you have the defense of 6 though. I don't know why you have the 6 and the offense of 8. I don't know.
Because Heatran and Zapdos and Como are all pretty good when they do it, but like they just really don't.
So you
want
have
to.
both at high numbers instead of just one. I don't get that, but okay.
I would disagree. Yeah.
We could talk about this later. Your priority 3 out of 3.
But it's fine.
Rillaboom, Como,
Como.
Lele.
Lele. Don Fantail.
Fine.
Just-
Fine. But yeah,
He has all the taunt users.
it's better than the other teams.
Monotone.
Now we get to the top half of the teams. So the teams that don't make my brain have
Yeah.
obstructions and shit.
Dash-
Okay, look at that top 5.
Johnny Sceptile!
What the fuck is
Even
this
the
top
top, no,
5?
the top 7. I
Holy-
was like top 7.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Either way, they don't make the brain hurt. So
This team
I mean-
really doesn't
I
make
mean,
the brain hurt. What the fuck is this rating?
Here's
I think
here's
it
the
could be
real
higher.
team, but that's the real team, but you know, it's surprisingly too. I thought this team would be a lot higher too.
I think it
But
just
it's-
should be. Oh, you said 0. There's no priority. Oh, yeah, okay.
There is 0 priority on this team.
There's a
That's
phaser.
all there is.
There's reliable phasers. Oh, Corv doesn't get Whirlwind. Oh, yeah,
Does
no,
not get Whirlwind.
Clear Swat Gengar
Yeah.
isn't great.
Roar Hydreigon.
Speed tiers should be higher than they are here. I think that's a 2 out of 1, but that's whatever. The offense is very much a 9.5.
Yep, offense is definitely there.
It's not a 9.5 actually, but I'd have defense higher, but whatever.
It's really just core of P2 of Sunfist, which is
Really good. And Karkle. Believe it or not, Karkle's really
I'd
defense.
say it's arguably below average though.
I think
It's just-
Karkle's really defense.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I
Look at
think
the
it's
stats.
decent.
80, 90, 70 with an Eviolite and an immunity ability to one of its 4 times
I mean, it's a 7.5 defense, which is above average. So
I'd have that at an 8
I think
now
that's
instead of 9.
accurate.
That's just me being nitpicky.
so that doesn't change the rating then at all. But
Cobalion.
whatever.
Types are good.
Boy, there's dispute, but either way, your team is still good no matter what.
Semi-defensive Dark. You have the note Untrappable Steel here. That's not necessarily true, but we've already discussed
Shut up.
this.
shut up.
Granville being the fairy does mean you are very weak to Dema. I mean, no, Pixelate, but you also have 8 gazillion resists for some fucking reason.
How do you think Decidueye?
Sure. It's
I
alright.
just gotta know.
I'd have this
do
team
you, Do
higher.
you like Decidueye?
I'd have Steam higher, it's alright. Yeah, Goose does like the Decidueye.
Yeah,
Next team,
he likes
the
Decidueye.
Garlic Breadith coached. Oh,
So
definitely.
here's there's another gap of like 2.5 points for these teams.
Is there really? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you did that. Oh, this team should not be as high. It has a Flygon on it.
It also has a Mega Scizor, so I would tend to agree with you.
Also
But
with
it
type
just
chart.
kind of works. Yeah, the types are. It works better than you'd think.
The Rock Resist is a Flygon, which isn't real. The Ferro Resist is a Mega Scizor, which isn't real. The
Absolutely
Fighting
real.
Resist is a Delmise. Oh, Feeny
It's a
Lottie,
fucking
never mind.
Feeny, dumbass.
Feeny Lottie, whatever.
Also,
the Ground
Mega
Resist
Scizor
is not good.
Delmise. These are all real resists. See,
Okay, but they're not, no, not the Flygon.
not the Flygon. So, fine, it doesn't have resist to rock. That's fine.
Ugh,
You're gonna get wrecked by Tarak, but whatever.
whatever. Mamolati, why? Yeah, Flygon. Again, yeah, why is Flygon here? Good note.
I said Flygon.
You
I
also said
mentioned
it's weak to
Flygon.
bird spam, which is also true.
Yeah, it's weak to bird.
You also said it. You said it's fighting weak in the notes. What are you talking about, you idiot?
Just look at me. This scrappy, like Terrakion Rex's team. That's about it.
That's because it's a rock type, not because it's a fighting type. The rock scissor, yeah, for sure. Unaware
Yeah,
users.
A Tintin
Umbreon. Yeah. Okay.
goes on.
Yeah, there you go.
Prio.
Alright.
Mega
So-
Scizz Mammo? What's why? Oh, I like Rock. I haven't put a 3, but okay, fine.
Well, there's Feeny, Sizz, Mamo, Delmise,
Oh,
Like
Delmise.
and Rock.
That's the one I missed. Okay, yeah, Delmise is the one I missed.
He's also got like he's
Speaking
got
of fun,
good pivot, I guess.
U-turn. No, there's
Not
really
really.
only two
Two
pivot
good,
mons.
two good pivots.
No, there's
There's
two
two-
pivots. There's two
good
pivots. The
two
team,
pivots, but they're two
okay,
very good
I'm
pivots.
sorry, but the team looks like this.
Yes.
So
Actually,
I
it looks
know.
like. Actually, it looks like. Actually, it
no,
looks
no,
like
no,
that.
the Growlithe's
yeah.
real. No, the Growlithe's fine. The Growlithe's fine. We can-
Growlithe
bring
real.
the Growlithe back.
Growlithe is real. Okay.
Bring the Growlithe back.
Out of here.
Bring the Growlithe back.
It's more real. Like Spike's getting mad about this in the call. It's fine. It's real. It's real. Growlithe's real. Flygon is not. Anyways, the defense is pretty good.
The fact when a fucking puppy is more relevant than a goddamn dragon.
Yes. The types. I don't know why you have it so high, but sure.
Because in practice, it actually has really good typings. There's a lot. There's a whole lot of red on the chart, but if you actually, except for Rock, Rock is fine. Yes, Rock and Bird Spam, there's no switch-ins. However, in an actual practice, I
and
think
that's
there are
not 7
switch-ins
point. That's
there.
not above average. If you don't have a
Yes,
rock
it is.
switch or a bird spam switch, your team is not above average.
There's like literally 2 Rock users in the fucking game. It's really fine.
Bird spam is not just 2.
Bird Spam.
Bird spam is
no,
a real
Rock.
strategy.
I said Rock. I said Rock.
I would have
users, not Bird
7.5.
Spam.
That's just me. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah, it's a 60. It's a 36.5. It's still relatively high. I would have had the team, the lower team, higher than this, but you know that's just me. Next up, the Blade Rovers, coached by Pop.
This team is very good.
Yes, now we're in
Yeah.
the teams that again. I said it again, didn't I?
Yes. There's so many huge gaps.
There's so many
a lot of-
gaps.
I hate that.
There's a lot of good
Fucking
teams in the
onion
top
with the
10.
peel off the layers.
Okay, let's start peeling layers off. Weavile, Suicune, Lando, T. This is tied. Oh, this is tied 3. Yeah, okay.
Tied 3, yeah.
Weavile, Suicune, Lando, T. Latias, Ferrothorn, Hatterene, Electivire, Dunsparce, Magmortar, and Oromaldo. I would have grabbed a different fairy over Hatterene. I think it's the first thing I see here.
It's still Hatterene is still good.
It could
but
do
yeah.
the triage stuff.
It can sometimes do the triage stuff, but like
It is kind of rough to have. It is kind of rough to have no natural healing on your team because if Suicune, Lando, Pharaoh,
No,
and
you have
Hat
Bruce
all
Latias.
rely on ultimate gear. But there's also 4 fucking defensive mons
If
that
there
don't
was a
have healing.
Sylveon over this Hatterene,
Yeah, but there's 4 defensive mons in this team that don't have natural healing, which is kind of a problem, but
yep.
it definitely exists.
Yo, I actually love your ratings on this one.
What? Oh yeah, I don't even remember what I wrote.
777.
Yeah, there's 7 offense, 7 defense, 7 utility.
Like, it's-
just average everywhere.
I mean, I'd actually have this higher. I have the offense at like an 8, I think here, but like
It's I mean it's Weavile, Lando,
Lottie,
sometimes,
Hatterene,
Hatterene
Electivire,
sometimes.
Magmortar,
No,
Armaldo.
those last 2 aren't kind of real.
What do you mean?
Armaldo, you can. Armaldo is absolutely not real. You cannot tell that. to me.
Armaldo's 125 attack.
Okay.
And Magmortar. Oh, it's actually, you know the rock type we're talking about that doesn't exist? Armaldo.
No.
Yep.
Shut up.
Wider unburden Armaldo. Test me.
What? I will absolutely test it.
And then Magmortar is actually good. We've proven it
Mortar's
before.
gonna be fine.
It's 8
It's
points
still
for
average offense though.
Yeah, okay, I'd say it's well, whatever though.
Yes,
Anyways,
that'd be 7. So that'd mean I'm right. Anyways.
you said no defensive dark but good psychic coverage, and you put the types in 8 because of it.
Yeah, look at the psychic switch-ins. There's a lot of psychic switch-ins.
Ferrothorn, Weavile,
Lottie.
oh yeah, you have
This team
it,
is
at least.
not
Okay,
weak.
Yeah,
This-
fine.
Yeah, see what I mean? There's no
Yeah.
defensive dark, but it actually does fine without it.
Yep. This is like one of the very few scenarios that does okay without it. I still feel shaky about that, but whatever.
Still not great, but it's
Hey,
it's
Edgequake! Yummy.
Good for it.
Edgequake's really good against this team outside of Landorus, actually. Never mind.
there's a Landorus, there's a Pharaoh.
No.
What the fuck are you
Not
on
the
about?
Pharaoh, the Landorus. Fuck.
There's also a Suicune right here.
Oh yeah, that thing just takes hits.
What the fuck are you talking about? Steering is
I'm
high
on-
as
Probably
shit.
high.
Yes, I am.
He's very high.
It's good.
Anyway.
It's got unaware users because they'll
The
Suicune.
steel is
Latias
kind of
do it too.
trappable as well.
trappable steel. It's semi-trappable because you can run Shed Cell.
What would
pretty
I
freely.
say? I'd just say don't like. I'd swap Hatterene for another fairy that isn't also a psychic type, so you're a little bit better
Pretty
against
much.
darks. Because you get a little bit pursuit travel at that point, and maybe the
I
armor
mean,
or
it's
something else, but
neutral.
everything else is really good.
Yeah. Oh, so you're making Maul wasn't real, you fuck.
I mean, it's fine. For 3 points, it's good for 3 points.
Cool. The priority is also kind of shaking this team. It's Weavile Hat. It's if you lose Hat, your priority goes at like 0.5.
Does Electivire get Drain Punch? I don't know.
It's not running that. Shut up.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Next team, also tied at 3, is Team TikTok, coached by Star Maiden.
So let's look at the good parts of this team. There's the good parts of that team.
Put it back for a second. I haven't seen the team.
They got Zera Mutarak.
Wrong answer.
fucking
It's
insane.
this.
Yeah, fair. No, what is Superior doing? You mean
This.
there?
The Primarina exists. The Prim definitely
I know,
exists.
Superior does not. No, Superior does not.
Fine. I don't know why this team is as high as it is. Can you tell me?
Because of the first 3. It's literally just the
Oh
first
yeah, it's
3.
literally
This
Zero
is
Mu. Oh,
so insane.
it's
Right.
Zero
Like, his
Mutarak.
best fucking. He's like one of the best cores you could possibly get.
It also
yeah.
has unaware users. Mew is unaware user.
Also, if I don't see Acupressure Drapion at some point, I'm gonna break
Acupressure's
your
banned.
kneecaps. Oh fuck.
Idiot.
I mean, it has utility because of Mew.
Okay, so you
Its
said you have a
typing is
Steelix-wise
actually fine.
camera up here, true. You have a Noivern-wise Dodrio here, I'd rather have the Dodrio.
Yeah, these last 2 mons, like, you literally have Steelix, there's no reason to have camera ups, and you have a Noivern, wise.
Okay, I would delete the Noivern for the Dodrio.
Okay, but that point still stands, you get the point.
There's a little bit of typo out there, yeah. That you don't really need. The Steel is very trappable. Very, 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 very trappable.
Yes, it is.
Goose didn't really realize that this team is very weak to refrigerate.
Oh, no, I did.
It's very weak to refrigerate, and you still type 7-8! Why do you overtype
It's
everything?
just so good! The typing is good!
It just folds to refrigerate. You're too kind
Absolutely
to
does.
people, you idiot. Oh
Absolutely
well.
does fold for refrigerate.
It really does just fold to refrigerate. Premier
There's
doesn't
a
have a
Mew
biz dev
there.
stat. Like,
Mew is a ice resist. You heard it here first.
this guy. Anyways, yeah, it's the top 3 carrying this team.
Bring-
Drop the Noivern for another thing with 14
Yeah.
point value, and
Team would be.
really
The top
good.
3 is so carrying this team.
Yes.
But
Anyways,
the
it's
top
also
3 are so insane.
it's also
it literally-
37.5. Next up,
Yes.
we have the
Alright, a team that I actually looked at. Let's go.
Nuzleaf Nuzlockers, coached by LS.
Alright, so Pult, Azelf, Silvally, fucking Zarude, Magron,
Wait,
Vappy,
man.
Crobat, like, there's so much good
Okay.
shit on this.
Okay, first thing I need to say,
No.
you said Mega Aggron's actually good.
No, okay, no, before
Oh,
you yell at me,
I like
before,
Magron.
no, shit,
Cool,
shut.
okay.
Before you yell at me for Dragon, Crashy Terrain from Zarude means that you can't trap with grounds. It also has Filter and Roar, so you actually can't trap. It's actually relatively hard to trap.
Fine. But it's also just a
Especially
bad
with
mod.
that defense and filter. No, it's literally, it's
well
okay.
supported,
It's
but-
generally bad. This is the best supported Magaron team I've ever seen.
Yes,
It has
fine.
wish support from Vape.
Except the
Jurassic
Azel feels
Parade
really,
is
really
good.
clunky on this team.
Yeah, I don't know what there's an Azov field, but anyways.
You could spend that 18
I like
points
Azelf
on
in
anything
general,
else,
but it
please.
doesn't feel right on.
It,
does
like-
not feel right on.
No, but seriously, if you spend that Azel on anything else, you're really well off.
Also, this is maybe the best type team I've ever seen. Comfey's not the fairy, Silvally is. Don't question me.
He's right.
That's honestly true.
Yeah, there's strong. I mean, Lie Dusk is actually worse than Lie Day, if it's available.
Yeah, he drafted Light Dusk instead of Midday, which is pains me to know.
Midday is actually better in this format because of its offensive stats and the speed.
They have the same
specifically.
move pool. They have the same
Also-
move pool. The only difference is that you take 2 attack and add it to speed.
And that actually does a lot.
Yeah, because you outspeed Gengar, the lot,
You
the
outspeed
Latino,
110s
the
rather than like
Latinos.
speed tagging.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
really
comes
big.
But yeah, no, offensively it's fine. Like it's just everything else is fine.
was
It's just those
full
types.
Azelf.
Types are really good. on
Typing
this
is
team.
really fucking good.
Just
And
get
the
rid of that
defense is
Azelf,
solid.
and I think this team's golden.
Yeah, this team is really fucking good still, though.
You also
Also,
said it does
your
rely a little
pivot's
bit too hard as the
fucking
Valley,
amazing.
and that's true. What?
Your pivot's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
there's so much pivot in this one.
seriously,
This
you
team
got
is-
fucking Zarude, Silvally, Pult, Crobat, Comfey, and Azelf. All of
It
them
can get the momentum and
generally
keep it
run
going.
pivot.
But
This team
also
is
has
really
like Vaporeon to do all of the unaware shit.
Yeah.
And so
And
defense
it's
to
got Filter
valleys.
and Wish, so like,
Just the haze elf, man. Just the haze elf feels really, really good.
Especially since you're gonna bait counter terrain
I
a
love to
lot
see-
with double terrain mons.
I think just switching
You're-
haze elf for like a good fairy, right? Like drop haze elf comfy for a fairy and something else, and you're golden.
Yeah, I mean this team is still really fucking
Right?
good.
And
Anyways,
less reliance on
we're
value,
ready.
but yeah, it's pretty good. It's 38. And the last team, the best team that we have
Alright.
here, and probably the best team we've
My
actually had.
favorite
divisions.
logo, except for Buggo Burr.
This team is really fucking good.
I love this.
Yeah,
thing, bro. I would.
Husky
kill
Penguin
for
and the California Chanseys is number 1. This is the
Bird
first team I
spam.
saw.
That type chart gets a lot better with Origin, by the way.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I can do that.
Yeah, look at it, man.
Archon's a meme mon. Get rid of it from the type chart for a second. Anyways.
There is a rock resist.
We'll play with it like this. Yes, there's actually a rock resist. The blade is
There's
actually rock
also
resist.
2 good water exists.
Yeah, that's true. Serena Melodic is great into water anyways, and Cinderace is changing its types all the time.
We got one of the better unaware users in Mandy.
Well, you
and
have Mandy,
Florges.
Milo, Florges, the blade
Yeah.
Piloswine. For
You really
no
don't need
reason.
Florges. Florges Milo is such a redundancy
It's-
because you already have
yeah.
Defogger and Mandy and Spinner and Serena. You don't need Florges
It's
here.
ironic how you
Nothing in
don't
this-
need it.
Like Doublade kind of likes the wish support, but it doesn't really need it.
You ironically run offensive Florges most weeks on this team because it just doesn't fill a defensive role. Right? It actually fills the role as your triage mod on this team, and not your
Yeah.
defensive mod.
Yeah, this team managed to be a 38.5 with a 5.5 defense. This
You mean
Florges was
8.5.
offense.
Oh, 5.5 offense. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
5.5 offense.
Florges should be offense on this team. This is message for Husky, who's using
Which
this
it
team.
can do with 112 attack,
Yeah.
Calm Mind's draining
Yeah,
because
the types are really good. There is definitely a defensive dark, and there is a
Draining.
pretty good untrappable steel because the ghost can't get trapped.
fully untrappable at Brumman.
Yeah.
You cannot trap Doublade because it's a ghost type.
Yes, that.
Somebody's already made that mistake this season.
Hazard game's pretty good. Pivots are good.
It's also a real
Nox good.
ground type.
Real ground
Yeah.
type. I'd have this team a little
Yeah,
bit.
there's-
I'd have this team even higher in the rankings. I think.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
If that Florges gets swapped again, Florges getting swapped, huge for this team. But it's like a better offensive, like maybe a Hatterene instead of a Florges.
Yeah, there's the.
It's a
Yeah, you should swap. You should swap. Wait, who's the person with the hat? You should just swap with them.
Oh yeah, actually, just trade. Just trade.
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other.
Pop and Husky. You should trade. You should trade.
You should really be trading the Florges and the Hatterene to each other because it will boost both of your teams in the process. I know the points don't work out, but figure it out. That works out really well for both of you. Maybe throw Nihilego in there or something because it's
Yeah. And Niki's still. It's a really
alright,
good
but
culture. But
No,
it
no,
also
those are
it takes off.
Oh, never mind,
It takes
never mind.
off the unaware blanket checks because Thundy and Cinderace like to boost a bit, and
Yeah.
especially if Florges is going offensive and likes to boost.
yeah, I guess so.
That's having Nihi as a non-unaware,
But
unawareable.
only
mod.
127 still. I mean, Thunderous also has 125, right? I think you go a little bit. You can.
I
do
mean,
that
it's basically just. It's a fucking what's the goddamn?
It's
a
also
Nido King.
so weak to priority,
That's true.
right? I'm just
Yeah,
anti-Nihi
with
'cause
a
it's
with a
so
47 attack or
defense.
defense.
Yeah, you get so weak to 8 prios, and that's all over the format. So, anyways, yeah, this is 38.5. It's a whole point.
It's a really fucking good team still though.
Yeah, it's really good. And I believe that's our Cobalion PRs done.
Yeah, that's it.
So hopefully you all enjoyed
Alright.
and shit. I don't know why I'm even here doing this, but you know, yes,
Star.
marijuana. Anyways, have a good day, moo.
Moo.